Frank, kind of take us through, if I was a client, I'm reaching out and they said, hey, Frank, this is something I'm struggling with. How would you help work with me to get over this? And what's something our listeners can do from home?
Yeah, well, I mean, oftentimes by the time that they're reaching out to me, they may have gone through some process like this, but we're still going to bring it back to this. Is you must actually accept and acknowledge like that there is a problem within your life. I mean, the first part of this conversation was us trying to kind of get to the root of what is addiction and defining it, and how does a pornography addiction maybe show up in your life. If you're going to fully break through and kind of transcend that behavior in your life, you must actually admit and recognize the depth of the problem. And this is, very similar to what you would do like in the traditional 12 steps, right? 12 step is going to be, you kind of surrender. What I don't really follow there is like, I don't think that every day you need to admit and identify yourself as an addict. We start from recognizing that there's a behavior in our life that we are not proud about, we're willing to change, but then we actually commit to changing that. So the first step would just be to acknowledge and admit that there's a problem in your life. Step 2 would then be to actually commit, like decide that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get this out of your life. Sounds like, oh yeah, of course people, of course I'm going to do that. But a true decision, when it's been something that's been a part of your life for a very long time, is where most men struggle. And then, we have a 7-step book that we wrote. The next one is, fast, make a plan for your life, get in support, get accountability, build belief in yourself. But I think the big two is the recognition and acceptance of the problem within your life, and then the true commitment that you're willing to do whatever it takes.
What are some things that people can do to help commit, like help them self-commit? Would it be like, as an example, putting something on a wall as a reminder, or what are some things you recommend to people to really truly give in and commit to it?
Yeah, get in support, get with people. Probably the third step there would be to have a conversation with somebody. This is not something you're going to want to do all on your own. So getting in the right type of community, whether that's a support group, whether that's, reaching out to a pastor, whether it's reaching out to a therapist or a coach, somebody that you can entrust in, that wants the best for you, isn't going to come from a place of judgment, though, when you begin to actually share what's going on, and build a regular cadence where you have weekly conversations with this individual about what's going well, about what's going on inside of you, about what you're struggling with. So get that help and support that you're going to need. Yeah, writing things on your wall is great. I would say, really begin to build structure in your life, though. Like if you're somebody that doesn't really have a morning routine, start building routines in your day. If you don't have an eating routine, because oftentimes, I hear from men, it's like, I seeked out pornography when I was bored. I did this when I was bored and lonely. So if it creates structure and organization, it's a classic line from Jocko Willink, right? Structure equals freedom. If we're seeking freedom from a pornography addiction, then we must inject like a significant amount of structure into our day. Because how do you want to guarantee you don't look at pornography tomorrow? Make a plan from the time you wake up till the time that you go to sleep, where your day is filled with high priority activities, and you won't fall into low pleasure seeking activities.